whether or not you're walking down the street and stop to talk to a police officer, or if you've been pulled over for a traffic infraction. Florida law does not require you to voluntarily disclose that you are carrying a concealed weapon or that you are a CWFL holder. You are only required to disclose that you have a CWFL upon demand by the officer. If asked for your CWFL, you must provide it and another form of identification. Failure to do so is not a crime, but a civil infraction punishable by a $25 fine payable to the clerk of the court. However, if you are carrying and do not produce your CWFL, you may find yourself arrested for the crime of concealed carry. People often ask us what they should do if they're carrying and pulled over for a traffic infraction. What you do is up to you. The law does not require you to inform the officer that you have a firearm or a CWFL unless he asks you for your CWFL, then you must display it. Personally, when I get pulled over, I do the following. I stop safely on the side of the road. Before the officer reaches my car, I open all the windows and the sunroof and turn on all interior lights. This lets the officer clearly see in my car, know exactly how many people are in it, and indicates to them that I'm not trying to hide anything. It allows them to feel safe. I then place my hands on the steering wheel in clear view and await the officer's approach. Before removing my hands from the wheel, I have chosen to inform officers that I am a CWFL holder and tell them where on my person or in my car my firearm or firearms are located. I've done this on 3 separate occasions. Not once has an officer taken my firearms. In fact, all 3 times the officers expressed their gratitude to me, and not once did they do anything other than give me a warning for whatever infraction that caused them to pull me over. This has been my experience. I know others that have been asked to get out of their cars, and yet others who've had their guns taken during the encounter and returned to them disassembled. What you do is your choice. However, what you should not do is reach into any area containing your firearm. For instance, if you're asked for your registration, which you keep in your glove box, and also happen to keep your firearm in the glove box, it would be a very bad idea to reach into the glove box. When the officer sees your gun, you will likely see his. Instead, I would highly recommend saying, "Officer, I'm happy to provide you with the documents you want. However, it's in my glove box and my firearm is also in the glove box. How do you want to proceed so that neither of us feels unsafe?" Then follow their instructions. Finally, when interacting with law enforcement, use the word firearm, not gun. Police officers have been trained to yell out gun when they see one on the scene and to react when they hear that term.